D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Also down below, you can find the 3 articles that I read to bring you this story, and you can read them for yourself and come up with your own ideas and all that good stuff and your own opinion. I just want to say that before I get started, that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is going to do their annual bot cleanse and old account purge, and there usually is a little bit of collateral damage, so I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So let's get started on these 3 stories. So for my first story, so I think that one of the best science fiction television shows going on right now is The Expanse. And everyone knows The Expanse is based off of a series of science fiction novels. And there's going to be 9 in total, but only 8 have been published as of this recording of this video. And The Expanse has been doing a pretty good job sometimes. There's overlap, but they're doing a good job of doing a book a season, which I think is how any book series should be adapted in this new age of streaming. And then, so this week it was announced, and unfortunately, that The Expanse is coming to an end with season 6. Now, at first, The Expanse was renewed for a season 6, and we all knew that season 5 starts next month, and it had been renewed for season 6 by Amazon. So Amazon Studios has set an end date for The Expanse. The popular sci-fi drama has received an early renewal for season 6, which will be its last. Now returning for the final season is original cast member, not returning for the final season is original cast member Kaz Anvar, I think that's how you say his name, who faced a slew of sexual misconduct allegations during the summer. The rest of the cast, led by Steven Strait and a longtime Expanse showrunner, Naren Shankar, will be back. Now, the season 6 renewal comes 3 weeks before the December 16th season 5 debut on Prime Video in more than 240 countries and territories. I hear season 6 tentatively is slated to begin production January 20, with the target start date subject to change amid fluid pandemic conditions. The Alcon produced The Expanse based on Jane S.A. Corey's best-selling novels, originally was picked up by Sci-Fi, where it aired for 3 seasons following its cancellation in 2018. Now, the show's army of passionate fans launched a massive Save Our Show campaign, which helped seal the deal at Amazon. The space drama's 4 seasons was released globally as an Amazon original series in December 2019. Now, it should be noted that unlike the 4th series, they are not going to be dropping The Expanse all at once. They are going to follow the model of The Boys, where you get 3 episodes of the season right off the bat, and then it's going to just be released on a weekly basis. Which, by the way, if you ask me, I think that maybe that's the best way to go, to drop the series one at a time. And it's taking because it's taking like me a long time to get. It took me a long time to get to that opinion that it's a good idea. But I think that when you drop them all together, there is, it's like one in ear and out the other, and it was streaming and binging, and people, binge it, and then they're on to the next thing. But when you drop it weekly, it's more like a water cooler conversation. And I know for me that I'm a glutton and I love to gorge myself on shows, especially when it's good content like The Expanse. But I do like the weekly anticipation, and I feel like I enjoy things more that way when it's weekly. And then I also can do reviews for those shows without having to rush and watch all of it. And then you do it as like a season review. So it's better for me in that sense also. So continuing with this, from the moment we committed to bringing this show to life up until its final season, we have worked tirelessly to honor the vision of the writers, said Andrew Kosov, and Broderick Johnson, CEO, or co-CEOs and co-founders of Alcon Television Group and executive producers of The Expanse. We have prided ourselves on having one of the most diverse casts on television. I do think that The Expanse is a show that gets diversity correct without virtue signaling or just saying, hey, look how great we are. We have, an amputee on a starship. You get true diversity. And what I love about The Expanse is that it's set in the future in our own solar system, and you get a great mix of races, which I think is great because I think that's where humanity is headed. Anyway, so I really like to see people like that, and I really love that this is about this cast, and I like that they don't have to pat themselves on the back about the whole diversity thing. And then so this goes on to say, and giving a platform to stories that matter. A special thanks to Daniel Abraham and Ty Frankic, the writers of both the books and series, and to Naren Shankar, the series showrunner and executive producer. It continues to be an honor and privilege to work with this team. We also would like to thank Amazon for their continuing support to help us tell this story in its fullest to bring The Expanse to a global audience. And I'm going to be sad to see it go. Like I said, there's 9 books. The 9th one hasn't been put into publication yet, but it will be. And I don't know what they're going to do. There is a time jump of 30 years from book 6 to 7, I think. So they might just do that one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. But it will... This show is great. I love this show. I think it's really good. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. And I am going to be sad to see it go. So that is my first story of the day. So for my second story of the day, Fantastic Beasts 3 has officially replaced Johnny Depp with Mads Mikkelsen in the role of Gellert Grindelwald for the Harry Potter spinoff. I'm sad. Warner Brothers has officially named Mads Mikkelsen the new Gellert Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3, replacing the departing Johnny Depp, who appeared as Grindelwald in both Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Depp resigned from the Fantastic Beasts franchise after he lost a libel trial against the Rupert Murdoch-owned British newspaper The Sun at the beginning of November. Now, the Fantastic Beasts actor had filed the suit after the tabloid repeated claims by Johnny Depp's ex-wife, Aquaman star Amber Heard, that Pirates of the Caribbean star was physically abusive towards her during their tumultuous, short-lived marriage. Now, Mikkelsen recently downplayed the reports that he would be joining Fantastic Beasts 3. He said, "Oh, that is on the rumor basis as we speak." And then Mikkelsen also said, "So I know as much as you do from the newspaper. So I'm waiting for that phone call," he said. Depp left the film after Warner Brothers asked him to step down from the Grindelwald role. And he said on his Instagram, he said, "In light of recent events, I would like to make the following short statement." And then he said, "Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody who has gifted me with their support and loyalty. I have been humbled and moved by your many messages of love and concern, particularly over the last few days. Secondly, I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request. Finally, I wish to say this. The surreal judgment of the court in the UK will not change my fight to tell the truth, and I confirm that I plan to appeal and my resolve remains strong, and I intend to prove that the allegations against me are false. My life and career will not be defined by this moment in time. Thank you for reading." Now, I have to say, was and still am against this. I don't like recasting people when stuff like this happens. It really bothers me. And Johnny Depp's departure, that led to a delay in the film's release. and it was originally scheduled for November 12th of 2021, and now it's scheduled for July 15th, 2022. And I have nothing against Mads Mikkelsen, but it's just crazy because, like, I just don't agree with it. I'm very much a person of you separate the art from the artist, and this they have not done. Johnny Depp lost that appeals, and there's a lot behind that story, so much so I have to make a video on it because, you know, he's being played here, and it's really sad, and I just I'm upset with Warner Brothers about this, but good for Mads Mikkelsen. I can't wait to see what he does. So that's my second story of the day. So for my third and final story of the day, let's get ready to rumble! It looks like Godzilla vs. Kong may be the next major franchise tentpole to skip theaters for a streaming premiere, as Hollywood continues to shift and change due to the coronavirus pandemic. According to a report from The Hollywood Reporter, Netflix has made an offer of over $200 million for the forthcoming Legendary Pictures monster flick. Though Warner Media has blocked the deal and is said to be preparing an offer of its own to potentially bring the film to HBO Max. Now, despite the report, a Warner Brothers spokesman maintained that the plan is still to release Godzilla vs. Kong in theaters in 2021. Now, Godzilla vs. Kong has had a bit of a rough road. The film was first announced back in October 2015 when Legendary announced plans for a shared Godzilla King Kong universe, and principal photography on the film began in November 2018. The film was intended to be released in theaters in May of 2020, but in addition to various production delays, was also pushed back due to COVID-19 before landing on a November 20th, 2020 release date that was then scrapped for May 21st, 2021, which is the release date that the Warner Brothers spokesman is indicating for a planned release. If Godzilla vs. Kong ends up going on to streaming, it will be just the latest major film to do so. Recently, Warner Brothers announced that Wonder Woman 1984 was getting a simultaneous release in theaters where they're opened at. For instance, it's not opened up here in Michigan where I live. And HBO Max on Christmas Day, after dealing with a number of delays due to the ongoing pandemic. That film will be getting an international theatrical release as well, with dates in the month of December depending on the location. Now, Godzilla vs. Kong is still officially slated to release in theaters on May 21st, 2021, but it'll be interesting to see if it does go to streaming or not. Right now, I personally am not going to go to a movie theater just because, well, A, they're closed where I live, and B, you know, I think that the movie theater experience is just, it's a unique experience, and I don't think that going and wearing a mask and not being able to eat would really ruin it for me. So I'm just not going to go and everything, and I'm just going to, you know, just stay home. So if it goes on streaming, I'll buy it, or, you know, if it's goes on, you know, a streaming service that I have, I'll obviously watch it. So those are my 3 stories for this week. So tell me, what do you guys think about this stuff? How do you feel about, how do you feel about The Expanse getting a 6th and final season? Does that bum you out? Do you think they'll do the books justice and all that stuff? How do you feel about Mads Mikkelsen getting the role of Gellert Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts 3? I'm, you know, happy for him, but I'm sad for Johnny Depp. I really am. And then also, how do you feel about, you know, Godzilla vs. Kong possibly going to streaming? Is that something that excites you, or is that something that bums you out? You know, I don't know anyways. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye. Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.